And welcome back. This is Baller Scoopa with more Let's Play Ys. I'm joined, as always, by our past the point of no return max level swordsman, Adol Kristen. When we last left off, I entered the Darm Tower. I have not actually gone over all the things that I wanted to do before I entered the Darm Tower, although I have done them. So let's quickly go over what I have done that might be important. I do have all 4 levels of armor, shield, and sword, particularly the Talwar, large shield, and reflex. Those might be important. I do have the silver stuff as well. I have all 4 rings, and I'm going to keep the heal ring on. I know some people like the timer ring here or the shield ring here, but I'm going to stick with the heal ring. It makes it go a little bit faster for me. In terms of the items, I do have every item that is available. I do have the 3 books of Ys, obviously. I think the other 3 will fit nicely right there. I have all 6 keys. There's no way I could get here without quite a few of them. I do have 4 items here, just missing 2. In terms of items here, I am still just missing 2. On the 5th level, I should say, 5th row of items, I am still just missing 2 items. On the bottom one, I'm actually complete. These 2 are the only ones that can fit here. There is nothing more that goes on this row. So that is a complete item list for this point. In terms of notes, I have done as much as I wanted to do. I have all 20 entries into the bestiary, although they are not complete. Like I said from the beginning, that was not my goal. But we do have all 20 monsters listed there, as well as 3 bosses. Obviously, you can't get here without them. But that is what I wanted to do for the bestiary. For the characters, I had all but 2 filled in. So we have 86 of the 88 characters already met. I wonder where the last 2 will be. But that is what I wanted to do before I headed into Darm Tower. Since I have done that, we are free to explore around. I see a monster down there. A Riftligan. We can follow where he came from down to basement number 1, where we can find 3 prison cells. These are probably going to be important for something. Let's head up and ignore them for the time being. Be careful of that guy. He always spawns right next to the door when you come up from there. Alright, so we're going to head to the right. We're going to ignore this passage for the time being. Head all the way to the right and up. And here we can find our first balcony. Balconies are a little unique. It looks kind of standard. It is considered outside, so you do heal here. But balconies are round. They are circles. So it doesn't matter which way I go here, left or right, I will find the same door. Even though it doesn't look like I'm running in a circle, I am running in a circle. Just out of habit, I tend to go right. But even though it looks like I'm running straight, I am running in a semicircle here. And on the complete opposite side of the circle, we can find the door I'm looking for. If I were to continue running right, I would find the door that we came in through. So just go through the first door, doesn't matter which way you go, is pretty much what I'm trying to say here. But we're on now the 2nd floor, and we can find more of these guys, and 2 of them right here. Now, if I aim it right, I can kill both of these guys very, very quickly. We'll wait for full health just in case I don't. There we go. All right, so here we can find 4 treasure chests, and we're gonna find 3 empty treasure chests here. This is the first one. I honestly do not remember which one is which, but what would be in here would be the 3rd level of equipment. The Talwar, the large shield, and the reflex armor. One of them is going to be in here. We're going to find 2 other empty treasure chests. They will contain the other pieces. So, since I have them, they will not give them to me again. If you're playing the Eternal version of the game, they will always be empty. But since I have them, they're empty now. If I did not have them, they would be full. Over here, we can find a heal potion. Over here, we can find a mirror. I already have one of each. The only new thing that I can find is the evil ring, and it is indeed evil. Do not equip it. Evil ring. bloody patterned ring that taints and slowly kills its wearer. So you might think, oh, well, I could test it out. We'll equip it, and then we'll put the heal ring back on. Nope. Once you equip the evil ring, it is on. So don't put it on. Don't risk it. I don't know why I'm kind of going out of my way to kill these guys. I don't really care about the stats, to be honest with you. All right, so we're done here. We want to go back to the original one. Just to prove my point, I'm going to head to the right. And we are going to complete the circle on the balcony. And we're going to head back to the door that we originally came through. And now we're going to backtrack a little bit. And we're going to go through this. I did not expect you to block the door there. We're going to go through this passage in the middle that takes us up to the 3rd floor. Once again, just out of habit, I go to the right on every balcony. But we are going to be climbing the tower here. We're going to find a lot of balconies. Is pretty much the same thing every time, except for one exception, but we'll get there. For the time being, I just head to the right, but if you go to the left, it'll be the same thing. Here we can find some Gestona. These guys are the first ones that are a little bit faster than a normal enemy, which is why some people say they prefer the timer ring in the Darm Tower, but to be honest, they're not too fast for me. All right, through the 4th floor, we're going to head over to the right. There were some creepy statues there. That's probably important, but not important for the time being. We'll find more of those creepy statues. Don't you worry about it. All right, there is a passage in the middle. Typically, you want to go through the passage in the middle. There's nothing here, but if we head up, we can find another empty treasure chest that would hold the 2nd piece of equipment from that 3rd tier. But since I already have it, I don't get an extra set. They're just empty for me. All right, let's head out to the 5th floor. Get a full heal and continue on. Once again, I just go to the right every time. Through here. And in here, we can find nothing. But there are 2 passages. There's one in the middle, and there's one on the left. We're going to take the one in the middle first, and we're going to go out to the 6th floor, where we have kind of a unique balcony. There's a wall in the middle. So obviously, the only way I can go this time is to the right. Now, this is not required, but I'm going to head here because there are unique enemies here. They are only found in this room. These are Acumates. So if you're trying to complete your bestiary, I do want, at least every page filled in, although I don't want all the stats. You have to come here if you want to get these guys on there. And there is a treasure chest around here, so let's head down to it. And these guys kind of hit hard, not too hard though. It's empty though. This would be the 3rd piece of equipment from the 3rd tier, if you do not already have it. Since I do, it's empty for me. Now, we can continue just kind of exploring around here, but there is nothing else here, just a ton of Acumates. They don't hit too hard, but this is the only place you can find them if you want to find them. So let's head out and backtrack a bit. We'll wait for that full heal, because I let them hit me way too often there. And this is pretty much the reason why I have the heal ring, is that it goes a lot faster when I have the heal ring on. Goes so much faster. All right, backtrack to the 5th floor. You notice that the floor doesn't change until you reach the end of the stairs. So here's still the 5th floor until we step up here to the 6th floor. And then when we head down the stairs, it's still the 6th floor until we step off the stairs. Just something kind of unique. I like that. All right, so we'll head up the stairs here to the other side of the balcony on the 6th floor. And here we can head over to the left. And over here we can find another door. More scary statues. And they do something. They put me in jail. When Adol came to, he found himself locked in a prison cell. He checked his belongings and found that some were missing. Yeah, in particular, my equipment is gone. My silver armor, my silver shield, and my silver sword are gone. Which is why it's nice to have the 3rd level of equipment. So I have the Tulwar, large shield, and reflex equipped. Hey look, it's a familiar face. It's Luna Gemma. Fancy meeting you in a place like this, eh, Adol? I'm ashamed to confirm that, yes, I sleepwalked here. Somehow. When I woke up, I found myself surrounded by monsters and scrambled to get away from them. But it was no use. They caught me. Only instead of killing me, they threw me in here. Come on, he's got more to say. Wait, so you came in here by choice? I'm flabbergasted. Why in the world would you do that? You certainly don't look out of your mind. Actually, you look sure of yourself. Completely. Admittedly, it takes a brave man to walk through that tower door of his own accord. I salute you, sir. Oh yeah, ran into someone else in here too, or rather I saw him briefly as I fled for dear life. I was in a passage with a row of statues and saw an old man holding something, but then he disappeared. That's probably going to be important for something. There seemed to be no one at all out in the corridor. Great, looks like we're locked in here. He doesn't have anything more to say. We can also find something here. The walls were made of heavy stone and covered with a thick layer of damp dust. Well, doesn't look like there's anything we can do around here. Maybe there's a secret passage. We can equip the Mask of Eyes and take a look. No, there is nothing. Oh well. It was worth a shot, but no, this is a pretty secure prison that they got going for them, so it looks like our journey is over. Unless we find Doji. Howdy, stranger. Don't worry, I come in peace. Doji's the name, and Wall Crushing's my game. Pleased to meet you. Let's save the chit-chat for later, though. We gotta get the hell out of here. Watch your step, man. Traps all over the place. One false move, and you'll wind up right back in here. 3 stories up, there's a hallway with a line of statues. An old man named Rob is hiding there. He's been here a long time and knows this tower like the back of his hand. You should talk to him. All right, come on, everyone. Time to go. Let's make like dust and blow in the wind. We'll talk later. For now, just try to stay alive. You never know where the monsters are lurking. Anything else? That is it. Dude, Gemma should have something new to say now. You go first. I'm not a swordsman like you. I'll be sticking to the shadows and sneaking my way out. Anything else? No thank yous or anything? Granted, I didn't do anything this time, but it looks like we're ready to go. Oh, hey, I hate to ask, but if you do go see Rabba, would you please take this idol to him? He must have dropped it at some point, and without it, he's totally exposed to the monsters. And we have received the idol. New item for us. Statue of an ancient dragon grants its bearer peace of mind. Anything else? No. All right, so we are back in the prison, back in basement number 1. And what we're supposed to do is pretty clear, right? We're supposed to find a hidden passage in that floor with the row of statues. We're not going to do that just yet. We're going to find additional dialogue, and if you're playing the Steam version, you'll get an achievement for doing this. We're going to do the same thing that we did before. I'm not going to go out of my way to kill monsters. I'm probably going to avoid them. Actually, can we just equip the idol now? It does make me rather invisible. Can I hit them? It's been a while. But we're going to do the same exact thing that we did before. Yeah, they just kind of avoid me. I cannot hit, oh, I can hit them, and they can hit me. They just don't chase me down anymore, which is kind of nice. Kind of. It's not necessarily my favorite, but, I mean, it works for what it is. Let's continue on. 4th floor is past where we were supposed to go, right? You saw the line of creepy statues there, and we avoided that, so we'll take care of it. Sure. You know what? Let's just keep this on. Why not? They're not chasing me. It's kind of nice, but there are certain times when I want them to chase me so I can easily line up a good counterattack or just plain attack. All right, so 5th floor. We're ignoring that one there, going to the far left. And we're going to get caught by the statues again. Why not? Just get caught by the booby trap. One more time! This time I'm going to keep the idol on. When Adol came to, he was once again in a prison cell. It seems he wasn't paying much attention. As expected, his silver equipment was missing just as it was last time. How embarrassing for him. So we're going to keep this on. For the time being, let's actually check the notes, because we have a few new things here. We have Doji, one of Goban's men, which with a penchant for breaking walls, rescues Adol from prison in the Tower of Darm, along with Ludogema. Strong, kindly, and loyal, he and Adol quickly become friends. Yay, we're friends. And we do have a couple new entries on our bestiary here. We have the Rifligan, an armored monster dwelling around floor 1 of the Tower of Darm, wields 2 swords, but wears inferior armor, making it vulnerable to even the weakest of attacks. We have the Gestona, an armored monster dwelling around floor 3 of the Tower of Darm, characterized by its red armor and its speed, but presents a little issue if taken out one by one. Then we have the Acumate, a top-tier guardian dwelling only on floor 6 of the Tower of Darm. Its attack power is tremendous, but in a pinch, it can be bypassed entirely. Running may be advisable. So we have a couple new things here. That's something.